Audio check. She's wearing 49. I'm going to keep her at 44 though, just so you know.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quentin Olson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. I've got it up plenty high on my end, so I can turn it down as well if we need to adjust. Okay. Do you have somebody doing replay or no? Okay. Then I'll leave space for him.
Do you have enough room?
I have plenty of room. So when you're done with like events like that, do you go through a letdown period?
Yep. Absolutely.
You have where you just have to force yourself to do things? I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it does take me a while to get back in it. Honestly, actually, it helps me more if it's really, really busy and you just can't afford to think.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
but if you have a light week or so, you just don't feel like doing squat.
I wish, like I said, I just would like 2 days to get on top of a few things.
She's usually 44. She's wearing 49, but she'll be 44 in the stats if you care.
They're trying to trick you.
They are.
Did we tell you that we're doing the same thing?
Oh, they changed it down here?
No.
Actually, just kidding. I don't know what you said.
I was going to say, not allowed.
It's not the same. Not the
I
same
just
at
saw
all.
one circled, so I assume that's what we're talking about.
You are putting Coyce into pitch right away. Yes.
I didn't know who was what.
Yes, but thank you for clarifying. We appreciate that.
Is Nebraska available today?
Technically, but we're probably not going to.
I just saw her talking with the trainer and stuff
She
like
had
that
some
yesterday. Oh, really?
She got sick and bad.
Ear infection or something?
Yeah, it got hit in the head last week, and not the pus, but then also got more bad on top of it, the ear infection.
So you're trying to decide what is causing what?
She's cleared medically, but doesn't feel awesome.
Pitcher with vertigo probably isn't a great
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, you can throw out there to intimidate people.
Yeah. Wild thing.
Uh-huh.
So 44 is wearing 49.
49.
Is that
Yes.
what
She's their pitcher, so.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
How are you feeling? Getting on top of it?
Yeah. I feel fine. Just a little fatigue.
My brother had it.
Yep.
He actually spent a night in the hospital with it.
That's not so good.
And it was fatigue. I mean, fatigue and dehydration. He got dehydrated, and he's not the healthiest person. So he, for whatever reason, when he gets an upper respiratory issue, it's not a good deal for him. Pneumonia is always a real concern.
Terry, the nurse, always listens to my lungs in instances like this, and they're always clean. So.
Yeah, you do have that built-in fail-safe. Nurses can't prescribe though, right?
No. Practitioner, yes. But
can she call in and influence a doctor and say, do this? We don't need to go in.
Yeah. And we're right across the street from Lori Blumendahl, and we've used her too. Because Terry's sister, was dealing with sleep issues, like bad sleep apnea.
Yep.
There's a couple of times where Regan couldn't even wake her up. And she would, during the day, she'd just get so drowsy because she wasn't sleeping well. And she would just drop the pen all of a sudden because she was just falling asleep. Long story short, Terry said, Tammy, you got to get in. And so we used Lori, and Lori got them in right away. So.
Yeah. Who is Lori a nurse for a specific doctor? Or?
Yeah, she used to be with
4 weeks to shake this nasal thing that I've got going on. But I never, there was one day I felt fatigue. And it was just, I think it was the Saturday of our national tournament at home.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like, I just got to get through this. Josh did a good job this week, I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, he did good work. Last night was frazzled because internet was crap.
Yep. My hotspot even was
Nope, mine either.
having some issue.
I had the best luck with turning my phone into a hotspot.
What service do you have?
Verizon.
You pay for it, but it's probably your best.
Yep. But ESPN 3, I could not. It buffered all the time.
Really?
And so I couldn't clip highlights, and so that's why at the very end, during crunch time, I was just getting it from my phone. And I didn't do it very fancy because typing on my phone sucks. So
Yep.
It's like, but I got to get it out there, you know.
Well, and then I talked to Corey this morning, and he said their wireless mic cut out on the post-game stuff, too.
She's pitching, by the way.
Okay. Talked to Abby last night after it was all over. I just said, how you doing, with everything here? And she said, well, the week started off kind of rough. And I knew there was some referee issues and things like that. And then she said on Sunday, the roof started to leak during the game. And she said that was something we spent a lot of time on leading up to it, was this is fixed. We don't want to replay of last year.
And rightfully so.
And Corey was, yep, it's taken care of. She said she walked into the arena on Sunday, and she saw a bucket on the floor, and she saw Corey up in the rafters. She said, so there was 6 hours of stress.
What was the referee issue? I thought the crew last night was fine.
I thought
you didn't notice him.
The crew, semifinal night and finals night were good.
Yep.
The only time I felt we had a poorly officiated game was against Briarcliff. Briarcliff, that one was like, this isn't right. The first round game with Mayville State was just a really differently officiated game than we're accustomed to, and that's on us.
Yep.
We got to figure out how to play with that.
I know Terry came home from the Briarcliff game, and the whole gym was just pissed off.
Yep.
And she felt that. She said it was just a tense feeling. And both of us have been around gyms that are just pissed, and it's tense, and it just adds to the.
Yep. And everybody's
pissed off.
And Bill had just gotten to the point where he could not watch the official make the call. They would be getting set to make the call, and he would just turn to the scorer's bench and he'd put his head down because he did not know what was going to be the call.
And that's miserable.
He did not want to respond negatively.
Right. Was that the game where he would run off to the side, like way on the end, and just hide for a little bit? I saw him do that like twice.
He was trying desperately to just hold it together. Now, I have sent Katie Green an email asking for the original video files, or who do I contact about the video files. She has not gotten back to me yet, but I'm guessing she's traveling and catching up.
She will.
She did not have a good week. okay by last night. But I think there are some things behind the scenes that we're not always aware of. And I think that's a case where you don't need to know everything.
Yep.
But when you sense tension, there's probably a reason.
Yep.
And make no mistake about it, with Dordt being there, it's great for them, but it also presents challenges for them. It taxes their system because it's a huge crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a huge crowd.
They estimated 3,800 in the building.
3,500 of them at least were Dordt fans. And the rest were probably neutral with a pocket of Providence people.
Right in the middle of the Dordt section.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Yeah, Terry said that they had sat there for the whole tournament and they didn't want to change.
No?
She said that they were fine about it. Because that was right where Terry was sitting.
Yeah, I saw that. Didn't look like Ashley was all about that, though.
Ashley.
Or was it Megan?
Oh, Ashley.
Yeah, she wasn't all about that.
No.
She was pulling faces.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Third base for a tag. All right, score two, Brett. Turn two.
I was glad that the comparisons were there to watch it all, and then they stayed the duration.
were they there the whole tournament?
And they missed game one, and then came for the Briarcliff game, and we're going to stay as long as they kept winning.
He's a pastor, right?
Yeah.
So you got Sunday. They gave him Sunday off.
They would have been there for the first one too, but they had a funeral that he had to do.
Yeah, we got two funerals in our church that came up over the last 24 hours. Both older people, but both surprises. One guy was sitting in his chair getting ready to watch the Dordt game on Monday night. Just complained. He's been dealing with health issues, but it wasn't like it was imminent. And told his wife he felt cold. Oh, Jerry Goodhart, do you know Jerry Goodhart? So he told Cork that he was cold, and she said, "Well, I just turned the furnace up." So like 20 minutes later, he was out. So.
Oh, that's the crap I don't need to hear.
And then the
Right.
But it's so that's one of them, and then the other one was Alan DeYoung's mom. She's been in the nursing home and kind of failing.
Saw that. Coach,
Gentlemen, how we doing?
we're good.
Yeah. How could we not be good?
Right? On a day like
Wednesday
today.
afternoon.
Are you weary from the late night of basketball?
No.
Okay.
He's weary from having.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
First thing Bill said to me.
Hello, fans of Defender Sports. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a friend or family member of a player or coach, or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. But going into each and every game, there's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has, and that's a game plan. If these players and coaches are willing to put this much time into planning for a game, how much more important is putting together a game plan for your financial life? Now, the financial world continually becomes more complicated, but if you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours upon hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules of the game in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, we've been helping households to build their financial game plan upon all the things more important than finances, while being good stewards of the resources God has entrusted to their care. Because there's things in life more important than money, and none of them are things. I'm Tom DeYoung, financial planner and president of Money Concepts, the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media. Check out our podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or your favorite podcast app, or schedule a complimentary meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money.
This Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast is brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry in Orange City, offering dentures, implants, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. And brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and the results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online at 712realty.com. Leading you home.
One thing I always say is who's surrounding your kids. We feel strongly in investing in a Christian education. Knowing that they will be surrounded in a Christian community was huge to us.
Dordt challenges, they're not going to back away from having those difficult discussions about how we as Christians should be part of the world, but we know that the people that are alongside of our kids have that same perspective, same worldview that we have, that every square inch of our lives belongs to the Lord.
This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way. We are the vision you can trust.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Play golf and support Defender Athletics by joining the Defender Nation Golf League this summer. The Defender Nation Golf League is an 8-week remote league that you can play in from anywhere in the country. Compete from your home course against other alumni and Dordt supporters for a $3,000 vacation package and other weekly prizes. Registration is due by May 27th and league play begins the week of June 3rd through the 9th. Scan the QR code or go to godort.com for more information and to register.
I chose Dordt because it has a Christian perspective. I also chose Dordt because I knew that it was a program that I could do on my own time. If someone was interested in doing the MPA program, I would say that it's worth your time to investigate. I'm active in my church, I'm very busy at work, I'm busy with my family, and in doing all that, I was able to do it. And I think that if I can, you can too.
Hi, my name is Samantha Wilbur.
Hi, my name is Philip Shippey.
Hey, my name is Eli Levtinsky from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I am from Primgar, Iowa.
I'm from Sioux Center, Iowa.
Shout out to my family back home and my girlfriend for just supporting me throughout my college experience. It really means a lot.
My favorite part about working for this is making these promos and stuff that you see during commercial breaks.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
Hi, my name is Lynn Marie Tremolian.
My name is Tyler Vanderwoon.
Hi, my name is Noah Zylstra. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
I'm from Pella, Iowa.
And I'm from Springfield, Kentucky.
One of my favorite things about the Dordt Media Network is being able to go to various Dordt sporting events throughout the year.
My favorite part of the Dordt Media Network is being able to produce a quality live stream for people to watch at home.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
And here's the pitch, swung on, driven in the air, right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And this one's a shot up the middle. That'll score 1 run to tie it. Here comes the go-ahead run and scoring on the play.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
my name is Samantha Wilbur.
Hi, my name is Philip Shippey.
Hey, my name is Eli Levtinsky from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I am from Primgar, Iowa.
I'm from Sioux Center, Iowa.
Shout out to my family back home and my girlfriend for just supporting me throughout my college experience. It really means a lot.
My favorite part about working for this is making these promos and stuff that you see during commercial breaks.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network. Hi, my name is Samantha Wilbur.
Hi, my name is Philip Shippey.
Hey, my name is Eli Levtinsky from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I am from Primgar, Iowa.
I'm from Sioux Center, Iowa.
Shout out to my family back home and my girlfriend for just supporting me throughout my college experience. It really means a lot.
My favorite part about working for this is making these promos and stuff that you see during commercial breaks.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
And you're watching the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks for watching the Dordt Media Network.
Play golf and support Defender Athletics by joining the Defender Nation Golf League this summer. The Defender Nation Golf League is an 8-week remote league that you can play in from anywhere in the country. Compete from your home course against other alumni and Dordt supporters for a $3,000 vacation package and other weekly prizes. Registration is due by May 27th and league play begins the week of June 3rd through the 9th. Scan the QR code or go to godort.com for more information and to register.
I chose Dordt because it has a Christian perspective. I also chose Dordt because I knew that it was a program that I could do on my own time. If someone was interested in doing the MPA program, I would say that it's worth your time to investigate. I'm active in my church, I'm very busy at work, I'm busy with my family, and in doing all that, I was able to do it. And I think that if I can, you can too.
And good afternoon from the ASB Sports Complex near the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. Great Plains Athletic Conference softball today at Twin Bill, matching up Dordt versus Jamestown. In Great Plains Athletic Conference action, we are set for a 3 o'clock start time. We're going to be just a shade after that as we have our first pitch on the way. For the defenders, starting on the mound will be Chloe Croyce. Chloe Croyce comes into the contest with a 6-5 mark and a 2.70 earned run average. She is filled in, and she has become the ace, if you will, for the Dordt defenders, and she will start on the mound for Dordt here this afternoon. And she will face Trin Gross to start the contest. So Trin Gross settles in, left-handed batter, swing and a miss. Fouls it off over the screen, strike one, 0-1 the count. So Trin Gross comes to the plate. And she takes pitch for a ball. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count. Where's number 6? Now I have it as Gross, but the stats look like it's Gregg. Swung on, and there's an out. Strike, and the defenders record the first out of the inning. So the defenders getting a line out to the pitcher from Gregg. Swung on, and this one driven into center field, backing up and unable to make the play on the run. The center fielder for the Dordt defenders, Aurora Tyson, unable to chase it down, and Sam Martinez is on with the double. So a one-out double for Martinez brings Kayla Quintanilla to the plate. Quintanilla, a .352 batting average. This Jamestown team, 18-5 this season. Croyce into the wind. Here's the pitch. Rise ball misses outside and high. Ball 1, 1-0 the count. So Martinez with that double now at second base for Martinez. That is her 7th double of the season. Here's the pitch. Swung on and foul tip back to the netting. Strike one. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count. Croyce gets rosin. Her pitch misses outside. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. Defensively for Dordt, pitcher is Croyce, catcher is Carly Olson, first baseman Lauren Steenstra, second baseman Alyssa Villa. Softly hit line drive, backhanded catch made by Emma Grun. And Quintanilla is retired on the soft liner to the shortstop for out number 2 of the inning. And that'll bring Mackenzie Lefebvre to the plate. She's the DP. Lefebvre batting .367 this season. So Emma Grun is at shortstop. And your third baseman is Bryn Torringa. Left to right in the outfield, Brooke Rule, Aurora Tyson, and Brooklyn Cox. Here's the pitch from Croyce. Swung on, ground ball. Up with it is Torringa. Throws across the diamond for the out. And the side is retired. Steenstra on the receiving end of that from Torringa for out number 3 of the inning. Lefebvre is retired 5-3 for out number 3. No runs, a hit, no errors. One left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Our score, Jamestown 0, Dordt coming to the plate when we're back right after this.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Suin, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
And brought to you by Huber's Plumbing and Heating. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Orange City will exceed your expectations.
American State Bank is celebrating our 50th anniversary, and we couldn't have made it this far without your support. For us, banking just scratches the surface. We pride ourselves in our commitment to our communities, building meaningful relationships with our customers, and doing our best to have some fun along the way. We're proud to be a locally owned and operated bank, supporting the communities we serve. Thank you for choosing American State Bank. We can't wait to see what the next 50 years have in store.
Well, the defenders will come to the plate. We're scoreless. Brooke Rule is the leadoff batter for the defenders. First pitch, Rule puts it down. First baseman charges, throws over to first base, not in time. The ball actually trickles away from the second baseman. We'll await the ruling from our scorekeeper, Matt Boss. Matt Boss bouncing back from a little bit of illness over the last week or so. Normally we'd probably lean on him to do some play-by-play, but he'll have plenty of opportunities for that coming up in the next few weeks. I'm going to guess he's going to rule that a throwing error, but waiting for that official notice. Snap throw over to first base, not in time, and very nearly leaning the wrong way was Brooke Rule. And Matt has nodded his head and says yes, he is going to charge the catcher with a throwing error. Carly Olson awaiting the delivery. Here's the pitch, and Olson offers at it. And now the count, 0-2, I believe. Nope, beg your pardon, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Olson. It's been a while since the Defender softball team has been in action. A couple of weeks, in fact. I believe the last game they played was in Florida, and that one off of the mask of the umpire. He takes the worst of that one. It bounces back to the netting, and a wild pitch advances Rule over to second base. And Carly Olson will check the armband. It's 2-1, so Dordt with a runner in scoring position against the Jimmies and Ransom. And she lays down a bunt. That'll advance the runner. Throw over to first base in time. So Olson, the sacrifice, advancing Rule to third base. Olson is retired. I think that went 1-4. Thank you, Matt. 1-4, the official play as the first baseman charged. The pitcher made the play, and the second baseman rotated over, as they do on that wheel defense. And that will bring Aurora Tyson to the plate with a runner just 60 feet away from giving Dordt a 1-0 lead. It's 0-0 our score, bottom of the first inning. Pitches outside and low, ball one, 1-0 the count. So Aurora Tyson comes into the contest. I'll give you the numbers on her. .316 batting average, 24 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, 19 RBI, an opportunity here to knock in a run. Left-handed batter, here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, out of play. And the Dordt defenders, now 1-1 to Aurora Tyson. So Ransom is the pitcher. Kayla Quintanilla is the catcher. And a line drive left field, and that's going to hook foul and out of play. And the count goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count. And here's the pitch. Outside and high. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count. Runner on third base is Brooke Rule. Brooke reached on an error, advanced over to second on a wild pitch, and she's now on third base. Well, conversation with the home plate umpire and Aurora Tyson. I think it centered around Tyson might have backed out of the box before being granted timeout. Ball 3, 3-2 the count. And I think, if I'm guessing, the umpire was saying, hey, she can deliver that pitch. You weren't granted timeout, and she delivers a pitch. It's a strike, and that time Tyson caught looking. Strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Ransom, out number 2 of the inning. That'll bring Chloe Croyce to the plate with an opportunity to help herself. Croyce is the pitcher for the defenders this afternoon. So Croyce will step in. Croyce has had some big hits so far this year. Freshman. .337 batting average. She has played in 27 games. She's played a variety of positions. She's pitching today. She'll play outfield. She'll be the DP at times as well when they're trying to save her legs. turns into a long season, especially for the pitchers. Here's the pitch, swung on, and a ground ball past the first baseman. Second baseman unable to get to it in time, and the throw over to first base in time. And Kreuss is retired. I think that actually went 3-4 for the third out of the inning. So Kreuss is retired after the first baseman stabbed at it. And the defenders unable to get the run in from first base. Our score, Jamestown 0, Dordt 0. Due up for the Jimmies, it'll be Ransom, Battistoni, and Spaeth when we're back right after this.
Thanks to these Dordt Media Network sponsors, Ski Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether building or replacing, we have the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski Bout and see the difference. Ski Bout Window and Door.
Thanks to M&H True Value. Behind every project is a true value. Start right, start here. M&H True Value.
We understand how complex the financial landscape can be to navigate. Our goal is to free up your hands so that you can focus on what is most important in life.
He did. And I said, he asked, can I change it? And Ransom will come to the plate as we enter the top of the second inning. Ransom this season, a .333 batting average. He wears number 44 normally. Today, deciding to wear 49. Here we are at the end of March. We're playing in the ASB Sports Complex. And this was scheduled to be outside. Pitch is high and away, ball. And the count goes to 1-1. 1-1 the count. Beg your pardon, 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count to Ransom. And here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 3, 3-1 the count. As I said, we were scheduled to play this one outside, and it's one of those deals where, yeah, if the weather's nice enough, obviously you'd rather play softball outside. It's meant to be played outside in the sunshine, but probably not on a 31-degree day with sunshine unless you absolutely have to slam those games in somewhere. Pitch is a ball, and Ransom is walked, and we will have a pinch runner now. Pinch runner coming on, number 19 for Jamestown. As I scan my sheet, that looks like it's Sydney Ossen. I am told that is number 15. My eyes are betraying me today. It's pretty clear it's 19 to me. Yeah, I'm sure it's 19. Well, as it is, and that pitch skips away from Olsen. Throw down to second. Nope, she holds it. Yeah, that's number 19. I'm going to go with Sydney Ossen. So Ossen is the runner. She advances on the wild pitch. Carly Olsen unable to spring out of her crouch and knock that one down. Kreuss delivers a ball. So it's now 2-0. 2-0 the count to Battistoni. Battistoni, right-handed batter. Pitch is low. Strike one. And Kreuss looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Takes a strike. It's 2-2. 2-2 the count. Battistoni, .258 batting average. 2-2 pitch on the way from Kreuss. Misses up and away. Ball 3, 3-2. Kreuss got herself into this little bit of a jam with a leadoff walk to the pitcher. Ransom gave way to a pinch runner. Croyce looks in, shakes off a sign. Now the pitch down to the dirt, and it's a couple of walks. And now Jamestown threatening here in the top of the second inning. Top of the second inning, Maddie Spaeth, the batter, right-hander. And Spaeth plays third base. So Battistoni now at first base, and Dordt's got to dance through some danger here. Pitch from Croyce is a strike to Spaeth. Spaeth batting with runners on first and second. Pitch is up and away, ball 2. So pitch is the ball. Dordt comes into the contest 13 and 14. This is the 5th and 6th conference games already for Jamestown. Pitch is up high. And Croyce scuffling a bit here in the second inning. 2-1 the count from Croyce. We're in the top of the second inning. Here's the pitch, swung on and smashed into right center field. That's going to produce a run. It's all the way to the fence, and it's extra bases for Spaeth. She takes the turn at first, headed for second. Throw home is not in time. 2 runs score on the double. Snap throw over to second base, not in time. So 2 runs come in to score. Both will be earned runs. And both reached initially with walks, and Spaeth produces 2 RBI on the play. That will bring Abby Blair to the plate, the right fielder. So Jamestown staking themselves to a 2-0 lead. Defenders are scheduled to play more softball next week. They will have this weekend off. Coach Zomer and the softball team normally pitches in for a called strike. 0-1 the count. They're able to manipulate the schedule, move some games around, and he typically gives the softball team the opportunity to take a little break for Easter weekend. Baseball teams, the reality is you've got to plow through. Don't get any weekends off in baseball simply because if it's fit weather-wise, you got to play. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball 2, 2-1 the count. So 2-1 the count for the Defender softball team. They're off to Mitchell on April 3, 1 week from today. Weather does look relatively promising, I would say, for next week. Pitch is now 3-1. 3-1 the count to Blair. 2 runs across for Jamestown. Here's the pitch. That's in for a called strike to Abby Blair. Abby Blair, a .471 batting average this season, a home run and 3 RBI. She's batting here with a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right side. That one's going to glance off of the Teflon. That'll be a foul ball. And a strike. And I believe the count now full at 3-2. So 3-2 the count. And here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right side. That's going to stay in play. Right fielder drifting back as Brooklyn Cox makes the play. Throws it back into the infield, and the runner advances to third base on the play. So Abby Blair retired on the flyout to right field for the first out of the inning. Now here is something interesting that I found out about that play. That is not a sacrifice fly. Only time you credit a sacrifice fly is when a run scores. Just simply advancing the runner does not negate the at-bat if you're a batter. So that is something that I've found out in recent seasons. All the quirks and the details of softball and baseball scoring. A runner on third base nonetheless, so it is a productive at-bat. And it's not a sacrifice bunt, obviously, but it does advance the runner. 0-2 the count to Gentry Turin. Turin, a left-handed batter, trying to knock the run in. Here's Croyce, low and away. Ball 1, 1-2 the count. to earn a .353 batting average with 7 RBI and 5 doubles. And here's the pitch. In there for a called strike 3, and Chloe Croyce comes through with a strikeout, her first of the contest. That's out number 2 of the inning, and that'll bring Trin Gregg to the plate. Gregg in her first at-bat. Lined out to the pitcher. Fouls that one off of her foot, and that one's going to smart. Got her off of her right foot, the lead foot. Took a step down the line and then stopped almost immediately. That one will wake you up. That instep, you knock it off of there. That's tender. Strike 1, 0-1 the count with 2 down. And Chloe Croyce, the right-hander, wheels into the delivery. Takes up high. Ball 1, 1-1 the count with 2 down in the inning. And pitch is up high and away. Ball 2, 2-1. Gregg batting with a runner on third base and 2 down now. Here's the pitch from Croyce. Croyce trying to get out without any more damage being done. That pitch is in for a called strike. It's 2-2. Coming up this weekend, we've got baseball on Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock start time, Dordt versus Concordia. And here's the pitch, low and outside, ball 3, 3-2 the count. Also on Friday, the track and field team will be competing. They're going to Wayne, Nebraska. Looks like decent weather on Thursday and Friday. The throwers will be there on Thursday. That pitch misses inside, ball 4, and the walk is issued. I believe that's the 3rd walk surrendered already by Croyce. And runners now at the corners, and Sam Martinez, who produced a double in her first at-bat, was later stranded at second base back in the first inning. She comes to the plate here with runners at first and third and 2 down. Dordt will be back at home next Friday. Scheduled to host Briarcliff on Friday, and then Midland on Saturday. Midland Warriors coming to town on Saturday afternoon for a 1 o'clock start time. Here's the pitch. Just misses up high, and I believe ball 2. Pardon me, 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count with 2 down in the inning. And here's the pitch, swung on and smashed towards center field, going back, and that one's over the fence and a home run, a 3-run shot by Sam Martinez. And those 3 runs coming here with 2 outs. And the Jamestown Jimmies have pushed themselves to a 5-0 lead. 5-0 our score. Sam Martinez with that home run, her second of the year. And she produces her 18th RBI in the process. And that'll bring Kayla Quintanilla to the plate. So 5 runs across already for the Jimmies. And Martinez staking her team to a 5-0 lead. Swung on, fouled back to the net. Strike 1, 0-1 the count to Quintanilla. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 0-2 the count with 2 down in the inning. And we have a break in the action as Quintanilla calls time to tie her shoelace. So Jamestown out to a 5-0 lead. Dordt had a chance to produce a run in the first inning. They failed to do so. Now Jamestown has cashed in with 3 2-out runs. Got the first 2 runs with nobody out. Ground ball sharply hit through the hole between short and third. And Quintanilla keeps the inning going. And this Jamestown Jimmy team, a squad that bats .335 as a team. flexing their muscle here, and Mackenzie Lefebvre comes to the plate. She is the leader in home runs with 4 so far this year, so she's got some pop in her bat. Jamestown leading 5-0. Here's the pitch from Croyce. Strike one, 0-1 the count. 0-1 the count on the strike. We're in the top of the second inning. Jamestown out to a 5-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Croyce. Swung on, hit in the air off of the Teflon in fair territory. And making the play is Emma Groon for the third out of the inning. And Lefebvre is retired on the pop out to the shortstop for the third out of the inning. Jamestown produces 5 runs. They get 5 runs by my count on 3 hits. No errors, and they strand a base runner. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Our score, Jamestown 5, Dordt 0. Back with the bottom of the second right after this.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection. Connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
This is going to be good television.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Beaver Eye Care, serving Sioux Center and the surrounding communities for over 30 years. Come see Dr. Paul Beaver, Dr. Dan Klausing, or Dr. Reese Beaver for all your comprehensive eye care needs. This broadcast also brought to you by Vision Realty. We are polished, experienced, and professional, offering excellence every step of the way.
Steenstra comes to the plate. Steenstra batting to lead off the inning. She's the first baseman. Steenstra, .295 batting average with 23 hits, 5 doubles, and 4 home runs. Pitch is low, ball. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 the count. Steenstra, right-handed batter, team leader in home runs. Pitches up high, ball 2, 2-1. Alyssa Villa waits in the on-deck circle. Bryn Toringa will bat third in the inning. If anybody can reach Emma Groon, will bat fourth. And here's the pitch from Steenstra. Swung on, smashed foul down the first base line. And the count is 1-2. 1-2 the count. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ransom looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball softly hit up the middle. Shortstop up with it. Throws over to first base. Martinez to Battistoni for the first out of the inning. Steenstra retired 6-3 for the first out. That'll bring Alyssa Villa to the plate. So Villa will come to the plate. Still penciling in the defense here. For the Jimmies, Sonia Rogers is in left field. Ground ball foul by Villa. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. Right fielder is Abby Blair. So Ransom is the pitcher. Quintanilla is the catcher. 1 down in the inning. We're in the bottom of the second inning. It's been Jamestown a 5-run frame, allowing them to get out to the 5-0 lead. We're in the bottom of the second here. And Villa waits the delivery, and here's the pitch. That's in for a called strike. 1-2. 1-2 the count. And here's the pitch, and a late swing. Got a piece of it, though, did Villa. And the count. And Alyssa Villa, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that one smashed foul as well. And the count remains 1-2. 1-2 the count. Villa. Down in the count, 1-2. And the bases are empty. 1-2 the count with one down in the frame. And here's the pitch. Swung on and a ground ball. Shortstop Martinez. Another throw over to first base to Battistoni for the second out of the inning. And Bryn Toringa will come to the plate. Bryn Toringa will step in. Toringa, right-handed batter. And Toringa peering in. Here's the pitch. Misses inside. Ball one. One and oh the count. So 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Down low in the dirt. Ball two, 2-0. So 2-0 the count with two down in the inning. Dordt trailing 5-0. We're in the bottom of the second. There you see the shot of Ransom. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, softly hit line drive. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and Toringa has a single with two down. That'll bring Emma Groon to the plate. Now Groon, let's see if she can get going here. Groon this season, 179 batting average, couple of home runs and 9 RBI. And Groon will step in. Swung on, ground ball, up with it. The shortstop, fielder's choice, gets it to the second baseman covering, and Toringa is retired. 6-4 for the third out of the inning. So the defenders are retired. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. We've played two complete. Our score, Jamestown 5, Dordt 0. Back with more after this.
Next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery.
Joyner and Zvort Dentistry, providing the latest in dental technology in a warm, comfortable, and relaxing environment. And brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Ployne Publishing.
Hope Ransom to lead off the inning. She led off the second inning as well. That was when she was issued a base on balls. And Ransom awaiting the delivery. Here's the pitch, down to the dirt. And the count is 1-1. 1-1 the count. Allie Battistoni and Maddie Spaeth waiting in the on-deck circle and on hold. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, foul, strike two, 1-2 the count. Top of the third inning, 5-0 Jamestown. This softball game about 40 minutes old at this point. And settling in is Ransom. Ransom, the pitcher of record so far for Jamestown. And Ransom, Battistoni, and Spaeth. Ransom later came in to score a run in that 5-run second. Ground ball sharply hit. Second baseman Villa up with it. Throws over to first base in time, and Ransom is retired 4-3 for the first out of the inning. Now, I do wonder, you watch all these games in the Dome, every bounce is true here on the turf. And when you move outside, I'm just wondering how much of an adjustment it becomes. Now, Dordt played some games in Florida, swung on, lifted in the air left side. Gruen calling for it, makes the play in shallow left for the second out of the inning. And Battistoni is retired on the pop-out too, the shortstop for out number 2, and that'll bring Matty Spaeth to the plate. So the defenders did play on dirt for the Florida trip, but now they come back, play on turf here this afternoon, and hoping to play on the dirt next week. Here's the pitch. Up high and away, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike, 1-1. But your fielding percentage on the turf obviously should be a little bit better than on the dirt. Now, it does get to you a little quicker on the turf. Fly ball right side, that's going to be trouble, and that is off of the base of the fence, and extra bases for Spaeth. Spaeth slides in safely with the 2-out double. And for the second time today already, Jamestown producing some trouble with 2 down in the inning. Abby Blair will come to the plate. Blair flew out to right field in her last at-bat. Right-handed batter will step in with her team leading 5-0. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball 1, 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count. Well, we're going to have another softball game starting over on the other field at 5 o'clock today. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. I think that'll be Northwestern and Mount Marty. They start at 5 o'clock over on the west field. When Dordt plays, this is basically the home field, the east field. Pitch is grounded foul. Strike 2, 1-2 the count. Also helps us with our live stream setup. This has just kind of become home base for the Dordt Media Network. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike 3, and Blair is retired for the third out of the inning. So the defenders get out of the inning without any damage being done. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Our score, Jamestown 5, Dordt 0. Back with more after this. Well, there you saw some People's Bank highlights from the first half, or the first 2.5 innings. Due up for the defenders will be Brooklyn Cox, Brooke Rule, and Carly Olson. See if the defenders can get something going here in the bottom of the third inning, trailing 5-0. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball, trying to bunt her way on, throw over to first base. And she's ruled safe on the play. Brooklyn Cox reaches on the bunt single. Like to see the replay of that. Well, that's the highlight. Here's the replay. Yep, she got there. Watching it in real time, I couldn't tell for certain. Watch the replay, though, very clearly a half a step for Brooklyn Cox to reach on the bunt single. And that'll bring Brooke Rule to the plate. Rule fouls it off, out of play, strike one, 0-1 the count. For those of you new to the Dome games, if the ball strikes the Teflon in foul territory, it's a foul ball. If the ball strikes the Teflon in fair territory, it can be caught for an out, but the batter cannot reach on a ball that strikes the roof. So there's going to be one of two outcomes when the ball hits the roof. It's either a foul ball and a strike, or it's going to be an out. Carly Olson awaiting Rule awaiting the pitch, and sharply hit ball into right field, and the defenders are in business with runners at first and second. And nobody out. Brings Carly Olson to the plate. So Dordt threatening here, trailing 5-0. See if they can get a couple of runs back. So Carly Olson comes to the plate with runners at first and second and nobody out. Pitches down low, ball 1, 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count. Carly Olson in her first at bat. Sacrifice bunt. Pitches in for a called strike. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 the count. Left-handed batter Olson awaiting the delivery. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2. 1-2 the count on a Wednesday afternoon in Sioux Center. Jamestown dealing with weather up in their area again. They've been traveling with their softball team. That is not uncommon for them. Pitch is up high, ball 2, 2-2. Two and two the count. Aurora Tyson waiting in the on-deck circle. Let's see if Olson can work her way on. Advance the runners if nothing else. Trailing 5-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And the pitch is fouled off. Strike 2, 2-2. So 2-2 the count with Ransom the batter. And here's the pitch. That misses. Ball 3, 3-2. Didn't miss by much. And Ransom takes a moment. Steps to the back of the circle. And the count is full. Ransom looks over to the coach's box, or coaches in the dugout. Gets the pitch call. Swung on and fouled off. Out of play. Count remains full. 3-2. 3-2 the count. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. Low and away, ball 4, and the walk is issued, and Ransom is working herself into some trouble here. And Aurora Tyson will come to the plate with runners on first, second, and third. So the bases are jammed. Tyson will step up. And Tyson with an opportunity to knock in a run or two here with a base hit. Pitches outside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. And Ransom steps out of the box momentarily. Tyson steps out of the box momentarily. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. I think Ransom might feel like she's getting squeezed a little bit here. Strike zone has become very defined, it appears. Not much work on the edge. Here's the pitch. Checking her swing, and that's a strike. It's 2-1. So 2-1 the count. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Strike 2, 2-2. 2-2 the count. So 2-2 pitch on the way. Up high, ball 3, 3-2. Runners will hold with nobody out. Had the opportunity to potentially score, electing to play it safe with nobody out. Don't want to run yourself out of an inning. And you need more than the one run. Maybe if you're down 1, you feel a little more differently about it. But if you're down 1 and nobody out and the bases loaded, you're willing to take your chances. This one lifted in the air, center field, backing up, making the play. Throw comes through, and tagging on the play and scoring will be Brooklyn Cox. Cox scores on the sac fly. Tyson retired on the fly out. Produces an RBI, advances the runner to third as well. And they're going to appeal at second base. Now, I did, because of the line of sight, watching the catch being made, you saw Rule go back to second base, and it was close, but it certainly appeared to me when the ball was caught, she had come back to the bag to tag up and advance. Carly Olson stays put at first base, so runners at the corners. Dordt trailing now 5-1, and Chloe Croyce will come to the plate. Croyce grounded out in her last at-bat, swung on a line drive right field. That's going to hook into the corner, and that's extra bases for Croyce. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. A third run will score, and Croyce will advance to third base on the throw. So 2 runs come in on the play, 3 runs for the inning. And the Dordt defenders back to within 2 at 5-3. Croyce delivering. So Croyce delivering the 2 RBI double and advances to third on the throw. So with 1 out, Lauren Steenstra will come to the plate with her team trailing 5-3. Opportunity here for Dordt to push another one across. Critical that you want to. You got another opportunity, you want to make the most of it here. And here's the pitch to Steenstra, fouled off. Strike 1, 1-1 the count. Dordt trailing in the game 5-3, but coming to life here with 3 runs. Here's the pitch. That's up high. Ball 2, 2-1 the count with 1 out in the inning. So 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back to the screen. Strike 2, 2-2. Two and 2 the count. And Ransom looks to the dugout, gets the sign. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way to Steenstra with 1 out. And a line drive right at the first baseman. Battistoni makes the play, and Steenstra is retired for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring Alyssa Villa to the plate. Villa ground out to shortstop in her first at-bat. Well, it's been a busy week already for the Dordt defenders. Women's basketball team playing a couple of games at the NAIA National Championship and claiming the championship last night with a 4-point win over Providence out of Montana. Had someone ask me this morning, well, now you can focus on spring sports, and I chuckled and I said spring sports have been playing for 2 months. began softball. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball off of the pitcher's glove, and Ransom unable to make the play. And Villa will reach on the play. Croyce is safe. Makes it a 5-4 contest. Tentatively, I'm going to call that a single. Sharply hit ball. Ransom did get a glove on it, but was unable to pick it up cleanly. And in the discussions I've had with coaches over the years, I am much more liberal in terms of hits. I give more hits than errors. Throw over to first base, and Villa almost caught snoozing over there. Just gets back in front of the play. So Dordt back to within a run at 5-4. 2 outs in the third inning. And checking the wristband is Ransom. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, strike. So the defenders, 4 runs across already. 4 runs on 3 hits. There was also a walk that factored in. 5-4 our score. And here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the netting. 0-2. So 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. Could be a base hit, and the ball off of the glove of the second baseman. And Bryn Toringa reaches on the play. Curious what our scorekeeper will call that. Going with a hit. Yep, that's a base hit. So Toringa with a single. Brings Emagroon to the plate. Dordt trailing 5-4. Well, Jamestown had it all going their way. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 the count. Emagroon. And Emagroon, right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count. Groon. Opportunity to tie the game here with a base hit. Runner at second base. Villa will be off on contact with 2 down. And here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle and a base hit. We'll see if the run scores. Center fielder charging. Throw home, not in time and offline. And the defenders have scraped together 5 runs. Another base hit. That one from Emagroon resulting in an RBI. And the defenders have tied it with 5 runs. Brooklyn Cox will come to the plate. And I don't see any activity in the Jamestown bullpen. Five to 5 our score, 2 down in the inning. So Dordt getting their last 2 runs with 2 outs. And Brooklyn Cox is the batter. Here's the pitch. Up high and away, ball 1, 1-0 the count. One and 0 with 2 down in the inning. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1, 1-1. So 1-1 the count with 2 down. The defenders producing a 5-run third inning to knot the score. Here's the pitch, swung on, a ground ball up the middle, and another run might score. Here's the throw home from the center fielder, and sliding in safely. On the play is Bryn Toringa, scoring from second base. Brooklyn Cox delivers an RBI. Groon advances over to second base, and the defenders now with a 6-5 lead. We're going to have a timeout and a mound visit as the Jamestown Jimmies will talk things over. Dordt leading 6-5, and it looks like we will have a pitching change. So while we do that, let's take a break. You're listening and watching Dordt Softball on the Dordt Media Network. Back with more after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Grain House in Hull. They have amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and more. With a big city feel located only 10 minutes away in Sioux Center, they have a second location opening next year in Sanborn. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
New pitcher coming in for Jamestown.
22 for 1.
And we got 17 coming in for 27. And the number 4 hitter.
Okay.
And she is going to go to first base.
Who's she, the pitcher?
She was the DP.
Oh, okay.
And then the first baseman is going to right field.
Okay.
And the right fielder is going to left field. Okay. 22 for 1, 17 for 27. DP is going to first. First base is going to right. Right fielder is going to left.
So our new pitcher is Bristol Foytik. Foytik, a 3-1 record. Now Ransom came into the ballgame with a 6-1 record. She leaves, and the only way she can be involved in the decision is if she absorbs the loss now. She's responsible for the 2 runners on base as well. So we've got some defensive changes as well. Battistoni will now go to right field. So Battistoni is in right. Blair is in left. Pitch swung on and fouled off. Strike 1, 0-1 the count. And the DP, Mackenzie Lefevre, has moved to first base. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 0-2 the count to Brooke Rule. And the pitch is low. Ball 1, 1-2 the count. And we've got multiple changes on the defensive side for the Jimmies. I think we've got them all accounted for. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So the out is recorded. Brooke Rule strikes out on the play. For the defenders, though, they get 6 runs, 5 hits. They leave 2. We'll be back with more right after this. You're watching the Dordt Media Network.
Thanks to Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Today's broadcast brought to you by German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1981. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner, online at germanfarmers.com. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today. serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
Due up for the Jimmies will be Gentry Turin. Turin struck out looking in her last at-bat. This one swung on and fouled off. Strike one, nothing and one the count. So foul ball. So Brooke Rule strikes out to end the inning. Pitches up high, ball two. 1-1 the count. And as soon as we get Rule struck out, strike, ball, strike. And it was looking. And now down to the count, 1-2 is the batter Gentry Turin. Fouled one off, then took a ball. Now a strike. And I think we're up to speed. 1-2 the count. Swung on a line drive right at the second baseman Villa, and Turin is retired. On the line out to the second baseman for the first out of the inning. Almost said shortstop. It's the other shortstop, second baseman. So second baseman makes the play, Villa, and that'll bring Gregg to the plate. Top of the fourth inning. Dordt leading 5-4, and now Chloe Croyce pitching with the lead. You're watching the Dordt Media Network. Thank you to our broadcast partners. And here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 the count. Gregg is the batter. Where's number 6? And the pitch is in for a called strike. It's 1-2. This is where you find out if you got all the changes on the scorekeeper correct, is when they come around in the batting order. There is no worse feeling being the scorekeeper than having somebody come up to the plate and it's, somewhere along the line, the lineup got messed up. Pitch is inside, ball 2. Now that would never happen to anyone other than me. So 2-2 the count with one out. And Croyce awaiting the delivery. Here's the pitch. Swung on off of the hands. And the count is even at 2-2. 2-2 the count with one out. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Dordt erupting for 6 runs in the very eventful bottom of the third. Jamestown got all 5 of theirs in the second. Pitch is in for a called strike 3, and Gregg retired looking. And by my count, that is the third strikeout of the contest, out number 2 of the inning. And that brings Sam Martinez, the shortstop, to the plate. Martinez awaiting the delivery. Changeup misses up high. Ball 1, 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count with 2 down. And here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball. Third baseman Toringa up with it. Throws over to first base to Steenstrup in time. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Dordt 6, Jamestown 5. Back with more right after this.
Special thanks to all our Dordt Media Network sponsors. Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Van Engelenhoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency throughout Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelenhoven Agency's Sioux Center advisors Mark Holsoff or Lisa Dykstra.
Carly Olson will come to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And here's the pitch, low and away, ball one, 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count to Carly Olson. Dordt leading 6-5. We're in the bottom of the fourth. And here's the pitch. That's in for a called strike, 1-1. 1-1 the count. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Olson in her last at-bat walked and later scored. Pitch misses the outside corner. Ball 2, 2-1. So 2-1 the count. Jamestown led 5-0. Dordt came back with 6 in the home half of the third inning. And here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 3, 3-1. So 3-1 the count. .65 our score. And here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 2, 3-2. So 3-2 the count. And the pitch on the way to Olson. Change up, and that one strikes the glove of the catcher. We have a delayed dead ball, and that's going to be catcher's interference. So catcher's interference, the call, and the runner advances. And here's the pitch to Aurora Tyson. So Tyson pitch is low and away, ball 2, 2-1. So 2-1 the count. Beg your pardon, 2-0. Tyson awaiting the delivery, lays down the bunt that'll advance the runner to second base. So Tyson with a sacrifice bunt. She's retired. Out number 1 of the inning. Olson advances over to second on the play. And going to the plate will be Chloe Croyce with a runner in scoring position. And here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 the count. So 0-1 the count with 1 out in the inning. And here's the pitch to Croyce. Croyce puts it in play, right side, slow roller. Second baseman in time, Turin to Lefebvre. For the first out of the inning, Croyce is retired 4-3 for out number 2. And coming to the plate now with a runner on third base is Lauren Steenstra. Steenstra takes outside. Ball 1, 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count to Steenstra. What did we find out about that catcher's interference call? I know there were some questions about how you score that. I thought it was ruled, I did think I had read somewhere that it was an error on the catcher, so we've gotten that verified, and there's no at bat, so it's like you reach on an error and it's charged to the catcher. Swung on a strike, 1-2 the count with 2 down in the inning now. So 1-2 the count with 1 out in the inning. Ransom. Lined into right field and delivering the 2-out single to produce a run is Lauren Steenstra. And Carly Olson comes in to score, and the defenders now with a 7-5 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the defenders now playing with a 2-run cushion. Did not see this coming after the start that the defenders had today, getting down 5-0, but have responded well. Changeup lifted in the air, center field. Charging on is Gregg. She makes the play. And Alyssa Villa is retired for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Dordt gets another run. Dordt gets a run on 1 hit, 1 error, and they strand 1. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Our score, Dordt 7, Jamestown 5. Back with more after this.
This live stream broadcast brought to you by Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center, your source for quality automotive parts for your car or truck. Let them use their knowledge to help you find the right vehicle battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, and other parts needed to get your job done. Napa Auto Parts in Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Rental. Get ready to power up your projects with equipment rentals from Rental. From heavy-duty machinery to the latest power tools, they've got the gear to make your projects a success. Visit them online at rental.com or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast is brought to you by New Tech. At New Tech, they don't just sell equipment, they deliver performance, reliability, and innovation. Their team of experts is there to guide you every step of the way, ensuring you find the perfect equipment for your needs. Well, we head to the 5th frame. Kayla Quintanilla comes to the plate. Quintanilla in her last at bat doubled. Takes the ball. It's 1-0. So 1-0 the count. And here's the pitch from Croyce. Foul ball, strike 1, 1-1 the count. Well, the Jimmies came into today's game 18-5, beg your pardon. And here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2-0. And pitch on the way to Quintanilla. Swung on, hammered into left field, and we're going to have a 1-run ball game. That's a home run for Quintanilla. So Quintanilla in the top of the 5th inning makes it a 7-6 ball game, and this one far from over. Both teams with 9 outs to work with yet. And that means Quintanilla now with her 2nd base hit. She's got a single and a home run. And coming to the plate will be the batter, number 17, and this is where those changes occurred. This will be Gracie Fisher. So Gracie Fisher batting. Fisher awaiting the delivery from Croyce. Takes up high. Ball 2. 2-0. 2-0 the count. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Dordt with a 7-6 lead. Here's the pitch from Croyce. Misses outside and high. Ball 3. 3-0. So 3-0 the count. And Croyce, this is how she got herself in some trouble earlier today. Gave up some walks. This one hit in the air. It's going to stay in play, and that one's off of the ceiling and an out. And Fisher is retired. On the pop out to the shortstop for out number 1 of the inning. Brings Ransom to the plate. So Hope Ransom stays in the contest.
batting spot, and Ransom in her last at bat grounded out to the second baseman. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, and she slashes it into center field. And Ransom with a single. And that will bring Battistoni to the plate. Battistoni will step in. And Battistoni will bat with the runner on first base in the form of Ransom. It's in for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Battistoni. Battistoni swung on and fouled back. Out of play. 0-2 the count. So the 0-2 pitch on the way. Here it is. Swung on and a bouncer in front of the plate. Croyce up with it. Throws over to first base in time. It does advance the runner. Battistoni. Ground out to the pitcher for the second out of the inning. Ransom advances. So out number 2. That'll bring Maddie Spaeth to the plate. Maddie Spaeth will step in. And here's the pitch from Croyce. Up high and away. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count. And here's the pitch from Croyce. Checks her swing. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. So 1-1 the count. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Dordt leading 7-6. Tying run at second base for the Jimmies. That's Ransom at second base. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Ball. Not a bad pitch that time by Croyce, but the freshman's pitch outside. Croyce this season pitches in for a called strike. 2-2 the count. Croyce, 6-5 entering the game, leads the team in innings pitched with 67. 2.70 earned run average. Ground ball left side, up with it. Toringa over to Steenstra at first base, and the defenders get out of the inning. They allow 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left. To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Our score, Jamestown 7, Dordt 6. Back with more after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
This Dordt Media Network broadcast is brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Suin, owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
Forgot to bring the binoculars today.
Infield is the same.
Number 5 spot.
13
for 49.
Okay.
13 for 49.
Yep.
So we'll have some defensive changes again, it appears.
That flat spot is going to right field. Number 13 in the 5 spot. She's going to go to right field.
Okay.
The right fielder is going to go to left field.
Okay.
And 00, the number 8 hitter, was in left field. She is now the OP.
Okay.
Just knocking 2 players if needed.
So we've got changes again. So what happens is number 13 for Jamestown comes on. And she is Cameron Schwab. Schwab will come into the contest. She'll bat in the 5th spot for Hope Ransom. She'll play right field. Battistoni goes over to left. Abby Blair, 0-0, is now the offensive player, or the designated hitter or designated player, all those different terminologies. Basically the same outcome, though. And here's the pitch. Change-up misses inside. So still pitching for Jamestown after coming on in relief is Foytik. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball. It's 1-1. 1-1 the count with nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning. Leadoff batter is Toringa. Here's the pitch, and Toringa's pitch is outside corner. As she takes the pitch, it's 2-2. 2-2 the count. Well, this one has been a challenge for the scorekeeper to keep track of. We've had multiple odd switches. Pitch is fouled back to the screen. Toringa played a nice third base so far for the defenders. And she'll step in here with bases empty, leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, checks her swing. And the count goes full, 3-2. Defender softball will be back in action a week from today when they travel to Mitchell, and then they'll play Friday and Saturday of next week. We'll see if the weather cooperates or not. Swung on and hammered foul, hooks it down the left field line. And the count remains full, 3-2. Quite honestly, have not looked much at the weather for next week. Curious what that looks like now that we're talking about it. Now you basically work a week at a time now in the baseball and softball seasons in the GPAC world. Here's the pitch, and that one is off of Toringa, and she's officially hit by the pitch. Would have been walked either way. So the hit by pitch is Toringa. So Emma Grun now batting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Snap throw over to second base. Toringa is back. Throw over to first base. Gets away from the second baseman covering for the moment, Gentry Turin. And Emma Grun batting with a runner on first base. Would love to get Toringa over into scoring position. Then you've got some chances to knock her in, and Grun will lay down the bunt. Throw over to first base in time, and Grun, the sacrifice bunt. Toringa advances on the play. So Toringa, after being hit by the pitch, sacrificed over for the first out of the inning. And here's the pitch on the way to Cox. Cox coming to the plate here with a runner at second base and one out. So you've got a couple of opportunities to knock that runner in, and leading 7-6 the defenders. See if they're able to get the job done. Grun officially retired on that last play, 3-4. For the first out of the inning on the sacrifice. Brooklyn Cox, the right fielder, awaiting the delivery. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Thought about the bunt, doesn't offer at it. Ball 2, 2-1. Well, we began looking what things look like for weather, but got sidetracked. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Well, things look favorable for Friday and Saturday for weather here.
temps 50 and above, so we'll take that. Here's the pitch, 2-2 pitch, ground ball back to the pitcher. Up with it, throws over to first base in time. Cox is retired, 1-3 for the second out of the inning. Runner advances to third base, so Torringa now at third, and Brooke Rule will come to the plate. Well, temps all 40 and above next week. Looks like a little more moisture again on Sunday and Monday. Not going to complain about that. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, highs in the 50s and 60s. We have played baseball and softball in cooler weather than that, so that's not bad. Looks like we got to get through the next 5 days or so, 4 days, and then things change again. Funny how that works. Always around April 10 or so. Pitch is up and away. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. You'd think we would learn. Trying to play baseball and softball all the time in March. We're always dealing with it. And right around April 10 or so, you start getting what you would call baseball and softball weather. Pitch is low, ball 3, 3-0 the count. Obviously, you do get that smattering of nice days, but otherwise, you've got to be pretty flexible this time of the year. Hard to believe the softball season in terms of games. You're 2 months into the games played. That pitch is in for a called strike. Taking all the way was Brooke Rule. It's 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 7-6. Dordt trying to get an insurance run across here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here's the pitch. Checks her swing. Ball 4, and the walk is issued, so Rule reaches on the walk. Runners at first and third. And 2 down, and brings Carly Olson up with an opportunity to produce a run. Olson so far today 0 for 1 with the base on balls. A couple of runs scored. Pitcher is Foydick. Here's the pitch to Olson. Snap throw over to second base, not in time, and the stolen base for Brooke Rule. So Brooke Rule with the stolen base. And Carly Olson awaits the delivery. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball. And it's 2-0 with 2 down and 2 runners in scoring position. So if Olson can get this one in play, likely get 2 runs. That'd be huge at this point. Ball 3, 3-0 the count. Olson batting with Tyson on deck. Tyson 0 for 1 officially, waiting in the on-deck circle. And pitches a strike. It's 3-1. 3-1 the count. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dordt leading 7-6. Game 1 of the doubleheader. And here's the pitch, low and away. Ball 4, and the walk is issued, and the bases are loaded now for the Jimmies on defense. And Foytick has worked herself into some trouble. Aurora Tyson will try to make some of those walks hurt. Foytick, this is her 2nd inning. She's been credited with 6 outs. Has a strikeout. And a couple of bases on balls. So we've got time called. We might have another pitching change. So the Jamestown Jimmies waiting to see if we actually have a pitching change. For the defenders, they got 6 runs in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th. Jamestown 5 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th. The line for Jamestown thus far, 6 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. For Dordt, 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Doesn't look like we will have a pitching change. This is just simply a conference to go over defensive assignments.
And the home plate umpire sauntering out to the pitching circle. He's going to break up the conference, and we'll resume play. So Aurora Tyson will bat. Tyson so far a sacrifice bunt, a sacrifice fly that scored a run, and a strikeout. Well, you get a base hit here. Helps extend the Dordt lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Foytik looks over to the dugout, trying to get out of trouble, keep her team close. Pitches up high, ball 1, 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count. Runner at third base is Toringa. Pitches up high, ball 2, 2-0. So they're working themselves into some trouble again, are the Jimmies. Foytik down to the count, 2-0. And Foytik checks her wristband. Here's the pitch. That's in for a called strike. Fake the throw over to first base. Quintanilla's not going anywhere with that throw, though. And here's the pitch. Misses inside, and that was crossed up the catcher, and that could have been trouble. The catcher comes back, makes that catch on the inside half of the plate after she set up on the outside. And the count is now 3-1. 3-1 the count. And that pitch is in for a called strike, and we're full, 3-2. So 3-2 the count. Bases loaded. Runners will be off on the pitch. So 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and puts it in play. Soft roller. Foytik up with it. Throws over to first base in time, and the Dordt threat has ended. Tyson retired 1-3 for the third out, and the defenders unable to get a run in. Dordt, no runs, no hits. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Our score, Dordt 7, Jamestown 6. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by NewTek. They're your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, ag, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Rental. Looking for top-notch rental equipment? Look no further than Rental in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
We had 2 kids going to Dordt. The reason they chose Dordt was because of the financial aid. The financial aid office, they were willing to work with us through grants, through loans, whatever it took to get our kids to Dordt University.
In an affordable way, you know, and I think that's the other thing too. They work with families. They want it to be something per family, what's going to be best for your family.
Ground ball sharply hit over to Emma Groon. Up with it, double clutched it, and still gets it over in time. And Abby Blair is retired 6-3 for the first out of the inning. Dordt threatened in the 5th inning, but came up empty. Run or 2 there would have been big for the defenders. Instead, the Jimmies able to get out of trouble. Pitches up high, ball 1, 1-0 the count. So 1-0 the count. Turin lifts it in the air, left field, should be an easy play. And Rule is under it, makes the play, and Turin is retired on the fly out to left field for the second out of the frame, and that'll bring the top of the order for Jamestown and Gregg. Now, Dordt's going to have to navigate through the heart of the order one more time at least. Fouled off, strike 1. 0-1 the count. to Gregg. Gregg in her last at-bat struck out looking. She is lined out, she has walked, and she has struck out. Pitch is in for a called strike on the drop ball by Croyce. Croyce, the bottom dropped out of that one. She was able to get the strike call. Nothing into the count. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled back to the netting. Count remains 0-2. Nothing into the count. So baseball is hosting Concordia on Friday and Saturday this week. Here's the pitch. And that one just misses upstairs. Ball 1-2 the count. Not a bad pitch that time, but call the ball. Pitch is down in the dirt, and Croyce looks like that one slips out of her hands. Also got word on a rescheduled game with baseball. Just misses down low, ball 3-2 the count. So with 2 outs in the inning, Dordt trying to get through the inning unscathed, and now Gregg will await the payoff pitch from Croyce. Croyce into the wind, swung on, softly hit, line drive, and off of the diving glove of Dordt's Torringa at third base. Torringa and Grun converging, and that'll go as a single for Gregg. Torringa lunging to her left. I'm not sure if Grun would have had the play. Would have been close. Both of them converging, and a line drive softly hit, and it's all for naught. Sam Martinez retired on the soft liner to shortstop for out number 3, and the defenders get out of the inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Dordt leading 7-6. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Back with more after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Grain House in Hull. They have amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and more. With a big city feel located only 10 minutes away in Sioux Center, they have a second location opening next year in Sanborn. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973.
And here's the pitch, swung on, driven in the air, right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And this one's a shot up the middle. That'll score 1 run to tie it. Here comes the go-ahead run and scoring on the play. Chloe Croyce will bat with the bases empty, leading off the inning. Here's the pitch, swung on, hammered into right center field, and the center fielder under it makes the routine play. That's Gregg for the first out of the inning. So Croyce gives it a ride, but retired on the play for out number 1. That'll bring Lauren Steenstra to the plate. And to the plate, and Steenstra gets around on that one and hooks it foul. Plenty of distance by Steenstra. She got her arms extended, the right-handed batter. Hooks it foul, though. Steenstra, keep that one fair. You're looking at your 5th home run of the year. Instead, a long strike, nothing in 1 the count with 1 out. And Steenstra waits the delivery. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way from Foytik. Foytik misses up high, ball 2, 2-0. Well, 2 years ago, Jamestown, remember that game? Doubleheader, little bit sticky, little muddy. Umpires ended up leaving the field. Had to bring in some relief umpires. Jamestown, having traveled the 400 miles, wanted to do almost anything possible to get the game done, or get the games in. Oh, the stories we could tell. Swung on the line, driving into the gap, and that's going to be extra bases for Steenstra. She takes the turn at first, headed for second. She'll be in standing up with a double. A one-out double for Steenstra. And that'll bring Alyssa Villa to the plate. Steenstra, her 6th double of this season. Her 2nd hit of the day. She's officially 2 for 4, and we'll have a pinch runner for Steenstra, I would imagine. Coach Jeff Zomer over from the third base box. And we will have a pinch runner. Waiting to see who that will be. It's going to be number 10. Peyton Whipple. It's amazing how similar everyone looks, and we've got a pitching change. Going to have a pitching change, so this is going to be multiple changes coming. This will be Abby Blair. So Blair was already in the lineup as the OP. That's a relatively easy change to make, probably the easiest one we've had so far. Softball gets a little sticky with that DP, and then you've got that flex player you can deal with, and it's not just simply balls and strikes, you got to know. So coming on to pitch, and this will be the 3rd pitcher utilized by Jamestown today. Blair, 7-3 with a 1.37 earned run average. She'll come on to pitch with her team trailing by a run, 7-6 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, 1 run changes the complexion dramatically. If you can squeeze one across for the defenders. So Whipple at second base, pitches in for a called strike to Villa. Villa today 1 for 3 so far. And into the wind. And here's the pitch. That's inside. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. That one not missing by much from my vantage point. Now I'm a little off the plate, but what I watch is the catcher's mitt and where it is in relation. That one pretty well hit it square. Swung on, ground ball, trickles over to the right side. Turin up with it, throws over to first base in time, and Villa is retired 4-3 for the 2nd out of the inning. Whipple advances over to 3rd, and Bryn Toringa will come to the plate here with 2 outs. And a runner on 3rd base. Let's see if Toringa can deliver a base hit. She has a couple of singles to her credit already today. Also is hit by a pitch, so she's officially 2 for 2. And here's the pitch. Gets away from the catcher, racing home is Whipple. Throw over to home, and it is in time, and Whipple trying to score on the play with 2 down, taking the gamble, and she is caught trying to advance on the wild pitch. That'll go 2-1 for the 3rd out of the inning. So the defenders try to get an insurance run. They're retired, though. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. Our score still, Jamestown 7, Dordt 6. For the defenders in that inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We'll be back with the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Jimmies right after this.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
resume play. Due up for the Jimmies will be Quintanilla. And then I think Fisher. Emphasis on the think. Pitch misses outside, ball one. 1-1 the count. And then batting third in the inning will be Schwab. This one fouled back to the netting, or fouled back off of the Teflon. Strike two, 1-2 the count. Now Quintanilla homered in her last at-bat. She also has a single to her credit. She represents the tying run for the Jimmies. Here's the pitch, changeup misses up high, and Croyce missed the release point on that one. Ball two, 2-2 the count. We're in the top of the seventh inning, last chance for the Jimmies, so would have felt a lot better if Dordt swung on, ground ball, third base side, foul ball. And the count still 2-2. Would have felt a little better if the defenders hadn't been able to get that run in from third base in the home half of the sixth, but here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Croyce summons it. Gets a big strikeout there, fanning Quintanilla for the first out of the inning, and that changes the complexion of the inning entirely. If that runner reaches, then you start thinking about, okay, manufacture one. Maybe you steal the base or you bunt him over and then a base hit ties it. Now you've only got 2 outs to play with if you are Jamestown, but you are not out of trouble yet if you're the defenders. Gracie Fisher comes to the plate. Fisher's numbers so far today. I think she's 0 for 1. Pitches in for a called strike. Well, I've got these live stats available to me. May as well use them. 0 and 1. 0 for 1, I should say. Fisher, a .371 season batting average. And here's the pitch. Up high. Ball 1-2. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count. Croyce. Into the pit windup. Here's the pitch and a line drive into center field, and it's going to bounce in front of the center fielder, Tyson. And Aurora Tyson gets it back into the infield, so a clean single for the Jimmies. And now you've got Fisher at first base, and we're going to have a pinch runner for Fisher, I'm almost certain. That was sharply hit, and I thought initially off of the bat it might be right at the center fielder, Tyson, but instead it drops in front of her. And I think we have pinch runner number 55, Amanda Birch. Birch this season has appeared in 11 games. And checking if she has any stolen bases. First pitch is in for a called strike. Nothing in 1 the count. Now, Birch does have 4 stolen bases this season in 13 games played. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounder in front of the plate. Up with it is Croyce. Throws over to second base in time, but the runner does advance over to second. So she is now in scoring position, is the pinch runner. In effect, the same result as a sacrifice bunt. 2 outs in the inning. That'll bring Battistoni to the plate. Somehow through all of the changes, Battistoni has remained in that 6th slot. She is 0 for 2 today with a base on balls. Swung on a line drive right at Grun, and the Dordt defenders sneak out a win today. 7-6 over the Jamestown Jimmies to start the GPAC season with a 1-0 record. The final line for the defenders today: 7 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Jamestown, 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors. The defenders, multi-hit days today for Steenstra and Torringa and Cox. They all had 2 base hits. The defenders with a couple of doubles from Croyce and Steenstra. RBIs today: Croyce had a couple. Cox, Grun, Villa, and Tyson, along with Steenstra, all credited with 1 RBI each. For the Jimmies, 2 hits for Martinez, Quintanilla, and Spaeth. Home runs, Martinez and Quintanilla. doubles, Martinez and Spaeth. Martinez ended up with 3 RBIs. Spaeth had 2. Pitching, the defenders get a win from Chloe Croyce as we run the People's Bank highlights. Chloe Croyce goes the dish a distance, 6 runs, 9 hits. She walked 3 and struck out 4. The loss, I believe it goes to Ransom. Ransom went 2 2/3, charged with 6 earned runs on 8 hits. She walked 1 and struck out 1. That's going to do it for the first game of our twin bill. Dordt with the win, 7-6. They go to 1-0 in the conference. Jamestown falls to 4-1. Josh Tatton will be along for the second game of the twin bill. We'll be back with the second game of the doubleheader. Game time will be in about 20 to 30 minutes.